Think you know the story of Solomon, the wise king who had it all? Think again. Behind the splendor of his throne lies a tale so dark it's almost lost to history. Welcome to the darker side of Solomon, where his greatest test wasn't battles or droughts. It was the women whose whispers could bend the will of a king. From the far reaches of the known world came the Queen of Sheba, a ruler shrouded in as much wisdom and wealth as Solomon himself. But her visit was no mere courtesy. Whispers spoke of tests, challenges, and prophecies yet to be fulfilled. The queen brought with her more than exotic spices and gold. She brought questions that pierced the heart of Solomon's wisdom, riddles that no man had yet solved. Each answer Solomon gave drew him deeper into a web of intrigue, each solution a step closer to a darker fate. As the night wore on, the Queen of Sheba saw the splendor of Solomon's court, yet she sensed the undercurrents of unrest, the silent battles fought in the shadows of power. Her insights, sharp as daggers, cut through the facades Solomon had built around his heart. It was not just a game of kings and queens on the board, but a dance of fate and free will. With each chess piece moved, the Queen of Sheba laid bare another layer of Solomon's soul, revealing the fissures in his empire. Her final whisper before the dawn was a prophecy that promised greatness if Solomon could resist the temptations that clawed at his spirit. But as she departed, the seeds of doubt and desire had already been sown. As one queen departs, another arrives. Pharaoh's daughter comes not just to wed a king, but to cement an alliance between two powerful nations. Yet, with her, she brings not just peace, but the echoes of Egypt's ancient gods whispered on the breeze. Solomon's wisdom was unmatched, but his heart was vulnerable, susceptible to the charms of his new queen, who brought with her the allure of her homeland's mystique and mystery. The princess was clever, weaving her influence subtly through the very heart of Israel. As her idols found corners in Jerusalem, so too did their shadows creep into the temple, muddying the pure devotion Solomon once vowed. Under the canopy of stars, Solomon found himself enchanted, drawn deeper into a world of ancient rituals and divine powers foreign to his people. Each smile from the princess, each touch, was a chain binding him to her gods. As the king contemplates the idols, the night air carries a chilling breeze. It's as if the very wind whispers warnings that Solomon's kingdom, built on the foundations of faith, might soon be shaken by his own deeds. As the dust settles from one alliance, another takes shape, this time with Moab. Among the new arrivals is a princess whose beauty is matched only by her cunning. She brings with her more than just goodwill. She brings the dangerous charms of her homeland's gods. Beneath the olive trees, where kings once sought wisdom, Solomon now listens to tales of Moabite gods. With each word, the princess weaves a tapestry of temptation, her stories as enthralling as the rituals they describe. What starts as curiosity becomes participation. Solomon, whose heart was once firm in his faith, finds himself swayed by the princess's devotion, a dangerous liaison that blurs the line between observer and participant. In the shadow of night, stone by stone, a shrine rises, not to the God of Israel, but to Chemosh. It's a silent testament to Solomon's faltering faith, each stone a step further from his divine promise. As Solomon's palace sleeps, a king wrestles with his choices. In the quiet of night, the consequences of his decisions loom large, like shadows that stretch long and dark across his once unblemished reign. With the arrival of the Ammonite delegation, another layer of complexity is added to Solomon's court. The princess, both a diplomat and a devout follower of Milcom, brings with her gifts that are more than mere tokens. They are symbols of a spiritual allegiance she hopes to share with Solomon. In the quiet sanctum of his vast library, where wisdom is enshrined in scrolls and tomes, Solomon finds himself entangled in a new web. The princess's words, are like threads, delicate but strong, drawing him into a tapestry of intrigue and temptation. What began as diplomatic curiosity has evolved into spiritual compromise. The king, once a beacon of his faith, now flirts with the shadows of forbidden rites. Each chant, each offering to Milcom, darkens the stain on his soul. Under the guise of strengthening alliances, Solomon orders the construction of an altar to Milcom. Each decision, each concession, pushes him further from the path laid out by his father, David, and the God he once served so faithfully. As the sun sets on Jerusalem, the shadows grow longer, mirroring the darkening path of its king. A convoy from Edom arrives at the palace, bringing with them a large, ornately decorated chest. When opened, it reveals a collection of stunning jewels and a series of ancient Edomite scrolls. The gifts from Edom are not mere pleasantries. They are laden with the weight of ancient magic and mysticism. The priestess, a keeper of her people's oldest secrets, brings with her knowledge that beckons Solomon deeper into the realm of the forbidden. In the silence of his study, surrounded by the wisdom of the ages, Solomon listens to the Edomite priestess with rapt attention. Her words are not just teachings. They are an invitation to explore the celestial mysteries, a path veiled in shadow, but irresistible to a mind that craves understanding. Under the canopy of the starlit sky, Solomon crosses yet another line. The ritual, ancient and powerful, is meant to harness the energies of the heavens. Yet, each step into this new world pulls Solomon further from the spiritual anchor of his youth. Driven by a thirst for knowledge, Solomon erects an observatory, a testament to his quest for universal truths, but also a symbol of his straying faith. The blending of Edomite celestial practices with Israelite beliefs creates a brew of discontent among his people. As the heavens wheel above, Solomon stands alone amidst the instruments of his curiosity. The stars, once guides for shepherds and sages, now whisper secrets in the language of the Edomites. And with each whispered secret, the king's heart wanders further into the night, lost between the divine and the profane. A delegation from the Hittite lands arriving at the palace. The leader of this group is a cunning Hittite prince known for his sharp mind and strategic prowess. He brings with him gifts that symbolize power and conquest, including an ancient sword and a set of tactical war plans. With the arrival of the Hittite prince, a new chapter unfolds in Solomon's court. This isn't just about spiritual influences now, it's about military and political power. The prince, with his keen eye for strategy, brings temptations of territorial expansion and military might. In the dimly lit war room, strategies are laid out like a game of chess. The Hittite prince, a master of manipulation, plants ideas of conquest and power in Solomon's mind. Each plan is a seed that could grow into war, each alliance a potential trigger for conflict. As the sound of metal rings through the hidden chamber, Solomon partakes in the warrior ritual, a rite that seeks blessings from deities unknown to his fathers. This is more than a betrayal of his faith. It's a merging of his soul with the warlike spirit of the Hittites. Solomon's command to fortify the borders marks a shift in his reign from peace to preparation for war. The landscape of Israel begins to change, as do the hearts of its people. Where once there was trust, now there grows doubt and fear. From the heights of his new fortress, Solomon surveys his land. The setting sun casts long shadows, mirroring the darkening path he treads. With each decision for power and dominion, he strays further from the wisdom that once defined him, entangled now in ambitions that threaten to unravel the peace of his reign. Behind closed doors, even Solomon's own blood begins to question his path. The whispers of dissent do not escape the palace walls. They resonate within them. His sons, princes of the realm, begin to doubt, their loyalty strained by the weight of their father's choices. At the borders, where young men stand guard over newly raised walls, Solomon sees the cost of his ambitions in the eyes of his people. Each young soldier is a reminder of what is sacrificed for power, peace at home, joy in labor, the simple life of the field and family. From high above, the king surveys his domain, a realm of impressive might and hidden fractures. As the sun dips below the horizon, the shadows lengthen, and Solomon stands alone, caught between the glory of his dreams and the groans of his land. The dusk is not just of the day, but perhaps of his era of wisdom and peace.